seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, yo? Welcome back to another video. It's Anish. I'm Joe with Roman, and today we are talking about Dameon Pierce, who looks like to be the steal of the NFL draft. And before we begin, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below for more Texans updates. And Dameon Pierce, he's been receiving raving reviews from training camp. Pierce is looking like running back number one, and they're saying like it's even though it's only like the fifth day, the third day, but the gap between him and the other running backs is apparently staggering. And another one said that Dameon Pierce looks like the Texans' best running back. The vision, footwork, explosiveness, he's nice. And Aaron Wilson writes that he displayed burst and power on a consistent basis. And he says, while veterans Marlon Mack and Rex Burkhead will all have roles, Pierce should carve out one too. So it's pretty great feedback to hear about Dameon Pierce like that. And I personally thought this would be more of a committee approach, and it probably will be, at least from the start. Now, the Texans' unofficial depth chart just dropped, and he's listed right behind Marlon Mack and Rex Burkhead, who are listed as 1A and 1B on the Texans' depth chart. But from the eye test wise, many beat reporters have been saying that Dameon Pierce has the makings of a running back number one. As far as how early will Dameon Pierce play that running back one role, that's too early to say. I would guess that it would be after a bye week, which is week 6. So maybe you give the veterans some playing time early in the season and then you let Pierce take over. But my favorite part is that Pierce, he has everything, all the tools you need for a workhorse running back, and he hasn't had too much tread in college. And I believe a lot of Florida fans are shaking their head because they knew Pierce had this kind of talent, but their coach simply restrained him. So I think he could be like a 3-down back for us.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's been a while since I've been really wanting like a younger running back that's going to be able to come onto my favorite team and be able to produce. Like we all see the good running backs in the league that are mostly young, like the Dalvin Cooks, Dalvin Kamara. Of course, they're like, well, I think Alvin Kamara's in his 7th year or something like that. But all these younger running backs coming in, we all see them produce early. And I've been really wanting the Texans to have one of those. And it looks like we're going to finally have one. And as we're recording this video right now, I just got a Bleacher Report notification like 2 minutes ago from ESPN that said Dameon Pierce looks like RB1. And it says reports keep coming from camp that Texans rookie has a grip on the lead role. So it does look like he should be able to in line to start week 1. And if he is our week 1 starting our running back, I'm going to be very excited. He has a mixture of power, not the fastest of guys, but he does have a little bit of speed on him, able to beat guys to the outside. And he has a mixture of everything. He has vision. He can cut feed to the outside. And then he has some pretty solid hands. In Florida, they really didn't utilize him that much. But when they did put him in the passing game, I don't think he really dropped a pass. I saw somebody say that who really watches Florida games a lot, that they don't really think he's dropped a pass a single time that he's been targeted. And another good thing is in pass protection, especially with their offensive line who's been pretty up and down past few years. In passing plays, he's going to be a very good pass protecting running back. Like on blitzers or free blitzers, or like if a defensive end or pass rusher beats their guy, Dameon Pierce would at least like give Mills an extra second or two, be able to block him a little bit. So I think giving him the day one start will definitely give this team juice, definitely give fans excitement. And I think it's probably the best option, like football-wise too. Like he's probably our best running back, better than Marlon Mack, and of course better than Rex Burkhead.
And is there like a player you would kind of compare Dameon Pierce to in sort of like in terms of the play style, personality?
Recently, I've been thinking about Mike Ingram. Both not the biggest guys, pretty small, and they're both low to the ground runners. Like they don't really wait for lanes to open up. They go in and they hit them. And if they're not there, then they cut back, find the open little space, and they just run power. Like they're powerful runners, and both they're just very impactful in general. Like they can both make impactful plays from the passing game. We've seen Mark Ingram a few times in New Orleans, of course, back in those New Orleans days. Very impactful in passing plays. And of course in that Baltimore Ravens system where he was there a couple years ago, the way they used him, I would think that's similar to how we're going to use Dameon Pierce. If you go back and look at Mark Ingram Ravens highlights, plays, anything like that, you really see how they use them, like power running plays, 12 personnel, of course, like with multiple tight ends blocking, a fullback blocking for him. I think that's one way we could use Dameon Pierce. I feel like that's probably the most likely way we'll use Dameon Pierce. So I feel like Mark Ingram is probably one of the perfect examples to give, or one of the at least better examples to give for how we're going to use Dameon Pierce and the type of player that he is.
Dameon Pierce is known for his toughness. I think one the play that stands out from his college career is like him going in for the touchdown without his helmet, and that's the type of energy and mentality we need. We need dogs on this team, right? So Dameon Pierce is definitely a huge factor for that. And this is what Marlon Mack said about Dameon Pierce. He said Dameon Pierce asks a lot of questions. He's a hungry learner. Man, make sure he's always on point. That's why he's picking up the offense really well. So he's been getting a lot of respect from the national media, from his teammates. So I feel like it's only due time that Dameon Pierce takes this lead role. And so pretty much it for the video. Let us know your thoughts on Dameon Pierce. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you all for watching. Peace.